Beginning of the newscast, sticking with Las Cruces, the Las Cruces High School Bulldogs cheerleading team last week accomplished a feat, capturing the New Mexico 5A co-ed cheerleading state championship. Michael Jordan numbers here. That's the 6th title for the program. Joining us live from Las Cruces High School to talk about this is the head coach, Erica Carranza. Head coach, thank you for joining us. I'm going to get straight into it, Coach. Not a lot of programs can say that they are state champions, let alone say that they have done it multiple times. How does it feel to be state champions once again?
The feeling is phenomenal. It has just been such a rough year, and especially for these seniors. I will say that this title, for me personally, this is my 3rd, and it is the most meaningful because of everything we've faced to get here.
I know exactly what you mean. This has just been a hard year for everybody. The pandemic has forced a ton of changes. And looking back at the year, what did you all do collectively amid the pandemic to make sure that the guys and girls were performing at the highest level to get you to where you're at right now?
So one of our biggest things that we focus on here on our cheer program is being a family, and that family mindset is really what got us to that state title. These kids worked together and just stayed really connected throughout the pandemic. They stayed connected, and we really just focused on being positive and mental and physical health throughout that time. You know, we couldn't meet in person, so we met through Zoom. We did workouts through Zoom, and we really just had to get as creative as we could, you know, to be prepared for the state competition with just still an unknown. We didn't know if our season was going to happen, but we just stayed positive and controlled what we could, which was just ourselves, and just being positive and being ready for whatever came our way, and it paid off.
Well, it makes sense. You guys do have that championship pedigree, winning 5 state titles before, and we just looked at some of the video of the state championship routine right now. What work went into that piece as you guys neared the state competition?
Let me tell you, it was rough. We usually take about 7 months to perfect a state champion routine, or just a state routine in general. We compete 2 routines, and we only had 7 weeks. So these kids were just so eager to get back into practice and get to work that we just jumped back in like we hadn't been shut down for nearly a year at that point. And we just didn't take any practice time for granted. I think this pandemic really taught us that big lesson of not taking things for granted. And these kids were just ready for redemption. Last year our competition got canceled 2 weeks before, after that 7 months of preparation. So we were really just ready to jump in and make it happen, and they did. You know, we had an injury the night before. We had to change both routines, and what would be a major setback for any team and a big barrier, they just went right through because they were so used to facing so many setbacks and so much adversity this season that they just acted like it didn't happen and got out on that state floor and rocked it.
I love it. They sure did. Now, I've been communicating with the team through Instagram for a couple of months now, waited for you guys to win this. I'm so happy. Congratulations on the accomplishment, Coach. We're going to come back to you guys in a little bit. We're going to speak with some members of the team, but for right now, thank you for joining us, waking up early, and congratulations once again.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.